Hey everybody, Patty Ann here. Have you ever felt a little bit like this guy back here when you're trying to hurry up and get things done in Cricut Design Space? I've got 4 tips for you today. Follow me. Okay, here we are at my design space, and as you see I have 4 hearts that I've drawn out simply by coming over here to the Shapes tool right here. And they're all exactly the same, and I think I'll grab them all, and I'm going to change their color to a prettier color. So I'll just make them red. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you how to change each one of these hearts really quickly into a different line style. The first heart right here is a cut, and you can see that by coming over here to the layers panel. It says cut, and that's exactly what it's going to do. It's going to cut this shape out of whatever color of vinyl or cardstock I have on my mat. Okay, the second one here, it's also a cut file if you look over here, the layers panel, but I want to make it into a draw heart. So what that means is I want to put a pen in my Cricut machine and just have it draw the outline of the heart. Just draw it with the pen. So all I have to do then to change this is to click on it to highlight it and come up here to where it says line type. Notice there's a drop down menu, and I will just change that to draw. So now it's just going to be drawing this out with a pen on my Cricut machine. And if you look over here in the layers panel, it has been changed from a cut file to a draw. Okay. The third one is a score line. That's what I want it to be. If you look over here at the layers panel, right now it's a cut line. I don't want it to cut, I just want it to score. So again, I would come up here to the line type, drop down this menu here, and change it to score. So notice what that did. There's now a score line here. It's not going to cut, it's not going to draw, it's going to score. And I think those of you that have the Maker, you have a wheel that you would put in and it would score it. I have the Explorer Air, and so I put the little tool in, the little scoring tool that kind of looks like it's shaped like a pen, and that's what I use to score. And the last one here is print then cut. Notice right now it's a cut file. If I want this to print out red on white cardstock and then cut, all I have to do is to come up here where it says no fill and say print, and that is going to change it to a print then cut. So what it's going to do is it's going to print this on my printer in red. Well, let's look and see. Let's make it. So on the print then cut, what's going to happen is it's going to tell me to send this to my printer first. And my printer is going to print this red heart on white cardstock or white paper, or even white iron-on. And then it's going to also print this black box around it. Now I know sometimes people get concerned about that black box, saying I don't want that black box on mine. Trust me, it's not going to be in your finished product. That is just so when you put this sheet of paper into your Cricut machine, the cutting head has a light on it, and the light's going to go around this thing like this. It's going to go around all the edges basically and see where that box is. And as long as your machine can read these registration lines, it's going to know exactly where the heart is in the center and where to cut. So those lines will be discarded and you'll just have the cut. And let's just look at these other 3 for 1 second. Here's the score one. Right here, it's just going to score. Notice over here, it tells you to put in the score tool, and then it's going to pause so you have time to change it to the pen, so it can draw this one. The black is just those text words I had over there, and the red is simply a cut, and it's going to cut this red heart out if I have red construction paper, cardstock, or vinyl on here. But let's cancel this and just add one more thing to it. Suppose I don't want to just print out a solid color. I can change this to any pattern I want. So I would come up here to the fill area, And I'm going to click on this little thing, the little color swatch, because this tells me the print type, since this is a print then cut. Now right now I have it set to printing and cutting a color. If I wanted to print then cut a pattern, I come over here to this drop down arrow and click on pattern. And then I can click on any pattern I'd like in here. Cricut has a lot of them in here for us, or you can upload your own, which I've done quite a few of. I'll just choose one of these right here. Let's see, how about the stars, since it was just the 4th of July. Okay, Cricut must be having an issue right now. Let me try that again. Said it couldn't insert it. Pattern. I'm sure this has happened to you before. So let's try another pattern. Try that again. Maybe it will work this time. Nope. Let's try a different one. So let's go back to this. I'm going to try it one more time. And if it doesn't work, it's just some kind of issue that we're having with Cricut right now, but I'm sure they'll be remedying it quickly. So let's just try the watermelon. Okay, that one worked. And now I can switch from item to item. And let's see if I can go back to the stars now. That was just a temporary glitch, I guess. Nope, something's wrong with that pattern, I guess. So let me choose a different one. All right, so what's going to happen now? Well, let's go to make it and see. What's going to happen this time is it's going to tell me to send this to my printer, and my printer is going to print out this heart and everything in the center, and it's also going to print this black box. When it's done, I'll take it out of my printer, put it on my mat exactly in the same orientation, stick this in my Cricut, and it's going to cut. After it reads these registration lines, it will know exactly where to cut. One last thing. Some of you have a hard time knowing where in the world this is going to cut. Like there's this box back here that cut that I didn't want to cut that was back behind here. One of the ways that you can know exactly what it's going to cut is to come down here to where it says blank canvas and click on that. And that allows you to come up here to change the color of your canvas. And now I can see there's no white box around this thing, so the only thing that's going to cut is the heart when I send it. If you change the canvas color and you notice a white box or a shape behind the item you want to have cut out, that's going to be an issue that you'll need to fix. So anyway, I hope this helps. It's really fast to go from cut to draw to score and then print then cut. Thanks for joining me. If you like my videos, please give me a thumbs up and hit the little bell. And oh, by the way, you might be interested in joining our Patreon classes. For just $5 a month, you get a class every week along with an SVG that goes with that short class. You also get once a month a secret challenge, and after the challenge comes out a day or so later, you get a video that shows you how to complete the challenge, and also a PDF that you could download, you can print out, and you can keep in a binder. So this is especially good for people who are new at Cricut Design Space. We're going over the fundamentals and things that you really want to get down pat so that you can use your machine to the fullest. So check it out, patreon.com. There's a $1 level or a $5 level. See you soon. Bye-bye.